Hi everyone, and welcome back to the lead series. Happy New Year. It's a new year and we're definitely starting with a new season. This is season 2 of the lead series. And we are so excited that you guys are here with us. Last year was so amazing, but even before we get into that, let me introduce myself. My name is Cheryl, also part of the lead series. Last season, you guys didn't see me much because I was working behind the scenes. But this season, nimeamua na nimesema lazima nionekane. And it is a must.
Muhimu. Aliepa screen time sana.
Yeah. Yes, and that is why I am here. And I am so happy to host this episode for you guys. Starting a new year fresh, excited, happy. So I'd also like the people here next to me, the gentlemen next to me, to also introduce themselves before we start.
Hi team. I know you've seen me last year so many times. Sikukuwa kigeugeu kama yeye. I'm again this year. I'm Ignatius, just for our new listeners who are coming to join us again. I'll be with you with this year. We'll create new content, and I hope you're going to enjoy and be our vibrant team.
Yeah, so I'm Thomas Ayuaki, and as Ignatius has said, we were here last year, and to be honest, it's a pleasure to be back in 2024. We have a lot of plans, we have a lot of things that we want to achieve, and hopefully through this episode, we'll be able to address them moving forward.
And it has been an amazing year, 2023. And people were actually able to go relax. Because wacha nikwambie kwa hii place, as we were preparing to close, people were on each other's necks. Yeah. People were tired. The production team was on our necks.
Yeah.
We were on the production team's necks. Mm-hmm. So as people went on holiday, guys, how did you enjoy yourself, Ignatius? What did you do? How did you relax? How did you bring yourself back?
You know, first of all, I think for the year 2023, we've not mentioned much, but there's usually a very common clap that we give. Si tunakumbuka digital clap. Tupatie 2023 digital clap.
Digital clap.
So, just also recognizing and what we did last year, but generally in terms of my holidays, mi nilienda tu kurelax home. Muhimu bwana, unajua okay, unajua definitely I have 2 homes now. My parents are at Kwale. We transitioned. Then my main home village is at Siaya, and also my third home is in my partner's home is in Asembo. You know the very famous song Nyasembo.
Yeah.
So I visited the 3 homes. I had really a good time transitioning from year to year, but it was really fun. And what I enjoyed the most during the holiday is spending time with my partner's family. They really received me well. And to me, it was more like it was like the epitome of my enjoyment, because those people are very good. In addition to that, I came back home and also bonded with my family, you know, taking the advantage that my family are at coast.
Yeah.
Enjoying the clean beaches, just swimming and having fun. And I also took some time visiting one of our colleagues, Mr. Benson, who has been ill, and due to that accident he had. But I also spent time with him, and I'm really happy that he's recovering. Then I also just, lastly, I tried also trying to converse with some creatives. Nikaona zile content wanafanya, and I think also it's going to form or just to give some more insights on how we are going to restructure. And not to spill the beans, we have good things actually, and they'll come in time. So I also just tried to mull over those things in order just to see what we can have for the new year.
Okay, I'm glad that you actually enjoyed yourself and you got time to relax with your family, with your partner's family, and you actually got that time to yourself to rejuvenate. Because you're 2023, ulikuwa unakaa umechoka.
You're slapping at everybody at some point. Fika valley sasa ni cover anything that you ask him, it's almost like an extra chore. But I get it. Even me, I was at that point.
But okay, unajua ofisi ni mbili hapa. So lazima tu uone like hauwezi acha ingine. Lazima upeane enough time. So unaona kimbizwa huku na kimbizwa but
ni life, man. Ni life. How about you, Tom? How did you rest up, enjoy your holiday?
Yeah, so for me, wacha nikwambie tu kweli, it was spectacular but amazing at the same time.
Oh, wow.
Because so we closed on 20th, if I'm not wrong. On 21st, I was on the road to Shags. And since 21st all the way to 4th, sikuona Nairobi. My only task was to wake up, go to the lake, kula samaki, kupiga maraundi na boat, tulifika kwa island 2-3 huku na pale. But just to borrow on what Iglesias has said as well, just being able to sit with the family, kuona shosh, kukala vadhe, lafzai kidogo, and really just talking about the year that was and really relaxing and, just thriving within that specific period for me. So just going back home, kwenda huko Budalangi, chilling there, seeing a lot of friends. Mimi nilisoma Busia. So I was meeting with a lot of friends from high school and stuff.
Nikikuuliza tuna sina ubaya. Mimi najua nilikuwa naogopa utabebwa na maji. Ukubebwa na maji?
I took the boat once and eventually I picked the biggest and most powerful boat. I think it was able to carry around 25 people. So tulienda and then we reduced the number to around 10 just to be safe. Tulikuwa tunataka mchezo na hiyo. Unajua maji ni kitu yenye iko na nguvu mingi. So that was it for us. We really just spent a lot of time with family. There was a lot of resting and relaxing. We have a lot of beaches there in Western, which people don't know. And it's not Mombasa, but it's somewhere close.
It's something.
It's somewhere close. Yeah.
Naona mnajivunia huko. Kuna beaches zingine. Last time ilikuwa ni hiyo place inaitwaje Busia. Kuna ka beach fulani tulienda, sijui Chest Bay.
Beaches hizi ziko Busia, mimi sijaiona beach Busia.
Sasa wewe ukikaa huku kwa shamba la mawe, nani atakuonyesha beach? Sujitembeze.
It's Malve. I think the thing that we are trying to do there is that obviously it's not the coastal region, just in terms of how those specific beaches are made. But most of them are artificially generated. We obviously the water body is there in bulk by virtue of being connected to Lake Victoria. But now what people are doing, what we are businessmen and women are doing, is that they're creating their beaches there. Just for purposes of business.
I've learned something new today.
So there's quite a bit. We have like 3 or 4 that are quite amazing. And then in addition to just having traditional food there, uko kama ni samaki ni original, kama ni nyama ni yenye inachinjwa pale juu kwa mlima uletewe. So putting all of those things together, they've made the whole holiday experience very, very amazing.
Wow. I'm glad you guys enjoyed yourself.
In short, Tom anakuambia vacation this time, jaribu huko.
Yeah, you can try it out.
Clearly, nasikia. Nimesikia.
Yeah.
So for me, my holiday was actually very relaxing. We closed on 20th, yes. On 22nd, mimi sikuwa kwenye barabara, nilikuwa kwenye ndege. Nilikuwa kwenye ndege.
Hiyo pia ni barabara tu.
Barabara ni moja.
Traffic lights ndio ndio tuonaje.
So I was lucky enough to go to Malindi. We have a home in Malindi.
Oh, great. Okay.
So I actually spent the entire holiday with my family. Met up with some friends here and there. I ate a lot of seafood, octopus and everything. Mimi kazi yangu Malindi ilikuwa kuamka, kuoga juu ya joto, kuoga, kwenda kukula na kulala. Na kuamka kukula kulala.
Au kwenda hata beach hata kidogo.
Na hiyo joto nilikuwa ninaenda jioni. I used to go to the beach at like around 5 p.m. when the sun is down. It's funny enough, even in Malindi, the swimming pool was also hot.
It's very common there. And that's what I really also enjoy during at the coastal
You
area.
enjoy that the pool is hot?
Aye, sindio.
Aye.
I stay there even late, even at 3.
Because me, when I went to that pool and it was hot, I was like, I went straight to the sea, to the ocean. Nikakaa huko, it was much cooler, but I really enjoyed my time. I stayed there for about 10 days. Then I came back to Nairobi. I also just chilled, prepared myself for 2024, and I'm so glad that I did. And I'm so happy. At least, sasa hivi venye watu walirudi kazini niliona watu at least wamepumzika.
Yeah, that's true.
Because people were very tired, but I am so grateful. Everyone came back safe. Everyone went to their holidays safe. And even as we're still back in talking about 2023, as a creative space, there are so many things we were able to achieve. There were so many things as a team we were able to do, and there was documentation of success stories, especially in Laikipia and Turkana. I remember we went with the production team, also with Grace Nafula, and it was actually very tiring. I won't even lie. It was so tiring.
This was in Laikipia?
This was in Laikipia. We went there for about 10 days. We wake up at 4 a.m. You have to have breakfast because where you're going, you don't know if you will find...
They're very remote.
You don't know what you will find. Have you been to Laikipia North?
Me, I've been there.
You've been to Laikipia North?
Yes, to Doldo.
Bas.
And those areas.
That is oh my goodness. Tom, when I tell you, that place is like a 2-hour journey from town. From where we were staying. Yes. To like Laikipia North. And then it is so deserted.
You went to Kiganjo ama Kaiganjo
somewhere? Sikumbuki. Tulienda wapi?
Na baby hawa watu, najiuliza watu walifanya nini?
Unajua kwanza hawa watu ndio walitusumbua kabisa. Wacha nikuambie. Ikifika saa ya kukula, wanakula vizuri. Alafu kuna mtu aliiba kuku. Kuku yenye tulikuwa tunafaa kukula ya breakfast asubuhi na mapema. Na nilikuwa nimezicount. Guys, I had counted those chickens.
Kuku wauliza tu wajiseme.
Ian, sema ukweli. Ni wewe ndio ulikula hiyo kuku, si ndio?
Not of production team. Sababu hiyo bila mulienda sijike hivyo CCTV. Tungetoa tu evidence hapo.
Mimi naona ilikuwa wewe.
Haiwezi kwa mimi.
Wewe ndio ulikuja ukaniambia nani amekula kuku asubuhi? Nani amekula kuku? Na ulikuwa unajua aje?
Unajua niliamka asubuhi, sababu kuku ndio naopange breakfast, nilikuwa napika breakfast.
Hiyo ni uongo.
Mimi kushuka hivi, nakuta Grace anapanda stairs na shida.
Lakini nikuulize.
So let me ask, this was the breakfast you're supposed to eat before you do the 2 hours.
Exactly. Because you can go there, you'll be tired, you'll be hungry. Of course, you can't carry the food. Itakuwa tu baridi. So we were always saying we'll have a heavy breakfast. By the time we leave Laikipia North, we may find something on the road or somewhere to eat. Kidogo mtu amekula kuku. Then the person who's saying he did not eat it, Ian, he was saying labda ni wochi. How?
Wala Airbnb.
Wakakelea hadi paka.
Hakukuwa na paka kwa hizo villa. It was...
Lakini nikuulize. Nilisikia story fulani.
Gani hiyo?
Kuna mtu alikimbizwa bado na kuku.
Haikuwa kuku, ilikuwa ostrich, ilikuwa Ian.
Ndio alikuwa amekuja kurevenge ama?
Bas, na ilikuwa hiyo siku. Sindio Ken? It was the same day. Na tulisema na Grace, mwenye ameiba hiyo kuku will have no peace. Ian was chased by an ostrich.
Zero
hiyo siku.
Hiyo nayo tuyakubali.
That seemed like a wonderful experience.
It was. We had so much fun. We were able to document these stories.
Yeah.
And hear the impact that Akwit has had on these people in Laikipia County. And it is so inspiring to hear their stories and to see how far they've come. So for me, that was a memorable moment for me actually in 2023, going to interact with these people, going to places you've never been before. It was so impactful for me, and I felt so nice to be a part of this team. I also learned how to edit, because when we came back, of course we had to we had deadlines. I found myself sitting behind a computer editing, asking Ian, by the way, ni hivi?
Behind the chicken skiller.
Behind This chicken still. You will have no peace. You will have no peace.
This entire season
Unajua,
2.
kuna venye hii kesi inaweza fika hadi Hague. Venye kunaendelea, sisi kubali tu kukula na
But
ngori.
we enjoyed ourselves and it was very fun. But we did only as a team. Atuku document peke Laikipia. Production team pia nyi mulienda Turkana. I wasn't part of the Turkana team. How was it in Turkana? Ken, maybe you can tell us.
Wow, Turkana. First of all, ilikuwa ndio my first time kwenda huko. Hey, nakwambia joto iko kule mnasema Mombasa. Unajua at least ya Mombasa unapata ka breeze kutoka ocean and stuff. Sasa kule joto inakulima msee.
Na breeze bado ni joto.
Unajua kuna ile like joto iko, jua inatandika the mchanga, the mchanga ina reflect.
And it's kind of whitish.
Mimi nakwambia tuliland tu hivi, the first day tuliland tu hivi. It's in the morning and everybody was sweating. Got to like
But then, just before you go ahead, talk to us about the plane experience. Mliaka city ya Sambaza. Nasikia kulikuwa na city ya Sambaza.
Kuna mjamaa hapa.
Ngoja. Mbona kila mahali Kena Ian anaenda lazima kukue tu na mavitu.
Unajua ndio experience trip vizuri. Lazima lazima kwa adventure. Trips zote mbili zimekuwa na adventure. Nakwambia usiku Turkana, tulala na fan. Na ushaoga.
Na bado hata ukilala na hiyo fan, joto bado iko like hiyo fan haitoshi.
It was so hot.
Hey, I'm telling you that place, but it was awesome like experience ya huko.
Yeah.
It's ni place yenye kaka huko into adventure. Place.
So what exactly were you doing there?
Tulikuwa tumeenda, we went there to document, just also it's almost the same with like Kipia. But now we went to document the impact stories about
for Skills for Prosperity, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Okay. For Aquic there, we went to capture those stories. Yes, and we were there for, how long were we there, Ian?
For 5 days.
5 days. Ooh, 5 days.
5 long days.
Now you can imagine.
Very long.
Alafu ngoja. There is certain thing about that environment. Ilikuwa inapatia raia njaa.
Niyo joto.
Mimi nakwambia, I've worked with these guys, this awesome team for like a year. Asijaiona watu wakikula hivyo.
Talk about the eggs. Nice, ilikuwa gapi. I heard about the eggs.
Kulikuwa na effect fulani after people washafika Turkana vecha land. Sijui kama ni the heat huko hivyo. The moment we arrived, people start feeling hungry. Unaona? So city hadi kwa kibandaski hapo hivyo tumepata base.
Tumepata kibandaski.
Iko tu hapo kando hoteli. Tom sema watu kumanza crate.
Yeah.
Mayai.
Mulikuwa wangapi?
These guys are dealing with crates every single.
Usisema wangapi? Let me correct you. Goja asingili hapa huyo mzee. Usiseme wangapi. The thing is, sisi si wote. Kuna specific people.
The
people.
Jeshi ya watatu hapo. Mimi ndakubali mimi ni pamoja. Grace na Fula hapo mimi supporter na Sydney. Watu walikuwa na
mimi naona ni kama mulibeba njaya huko mkapeleka Laikipia mkula kuku. Mimi na suspect hivyo.
Na ni huyo tu mwenye aliiba kuku
ndiye alikula mayai.
Bas.
Lakini unajua uzuri wa hizo kuku zikipikwa chef ni mmoja.
Mimi nakwambia
ni mimi ndio nilipika hiyo kuku, haina shida.
You see even wase wa hiyo hoteli. Mpaka tukakuwa mabeshte. Ilifika somewhere there was this certain kid. Kwa tunafika tu hivi. Anafukuza watu. Anatuwekea table wamefika
but you know, funny thing, Nairobians usually have a very big appetite. I don't know if you realize, especially if you compare to, because I haven't been to Turkana obviously, but I was in West Pokot I think in 2015 and in 2016. So you know them, they're used to planning their meals around preservation. They don't, huku Kenya unajua, huku Nairobi, sorry, you eat because you are hungry. So unakula smart ili, maybe if it's lunchtime you don't have to eat supper, or if it's supper maybe breakfast unamgada kitu kiasi. Them they don't do that. Anytime they sit for a meal they have to look, lazima angalie pia kesho. tunadishi. So when they see people from Nairobi coming in, especially wasenye wamekuja job, wana job show mlitengeneza wiki ya huyo that lady.
Sana.
I don't think they'll get customers like you anytime soon.
Alafu their meat was awesome by the way.
Yeah.
Goat or cow?
I think it was good.
It was good.
Yeah.
Shida ya Turkana tulikuwa tunaona kuku mahali.
You see the kuku thief.
That's the surprising. But that's the surprising part.
Kuku kwa ground.
Haoni kuku, but kuna mayai.
Hey, by the way,
Okay, I've heard that it's really easy to get camel meat in Turkana because when I went to Laikipia, I was also there for roughly 2 weeks and I had an opportunity to enjoy camel meat. Ni tamu. I don't know kama mulipata opportunity ku.
Not really.
not really.
We don't experiment like that.
Yeah.
We will stick to the basics.
Yeah.
Niyo to the goat meat.
Huko na itakuwa tamu.
But they have some good hotels. Wanapika poa sana. Wanapika poa sana.
Nice. But I'm glad you guys really enjoyed yourself in Laikipia and also in Turkana. So also aside from the documentations, I know we've done so much more. We've even interacted with universities. Tom, maybe you can speak more on that a little bit.
Yeah, so 2023 was interesting because for all of us, I think we were immediately pushed to the education limelight.
Yes,
so I remember, I think, was it the first or second quarter we were at UON?
Yeah.
Where we were discussing about the second quarter. Yeah, I think we were speaking about technology or digital freelancing and the opportunities that it presents to the growing digital economy. So yeah, I had a lot of fun there. Didn't know I could be able to speak in front of it wasn't a big number, around 300-500 people, but you see, kama kila mtu anakuangalia, and they're waiting for you to share something insightful. You have to really prepare. So that was an amazing time. I think, Cheryl, you connected us to the careers office.
Yes,
We've been engaging with them since then.
Yeah.
And we had a fun time talking to young people and just sharing our experiences around digital skills and, more importantly, the digital economy.
Yeah.
And then I think other than that, we also had a second invite, by the way. The other one, we were speaking to first years.
Yes.
Yeah,
it was at the last quarter of the year.
The last quarter of the year, which was significantly different because, first years are like sheep. So,
that's true.
Yeah. So if a few members remain silent and just focus on the discussion, then the whole room just dies down. But I still feel we did a lot of good work even with the first years. We really tried as much as we can to share about the different opportunities that the STEM space will provide for women and young people going into 2030. And finally, the stuff we did at St. Paul's, I think was also cool. The Week of Code, I think for me is something that we always champion.
Proud of, yes.
Yeah, and so just to have it there, and with those people, considering that they're new partners, I think for me, those are some of the activities that stood out.
Yeah, and it was very impactful because even as we were documenting again, the stories from these students, the impact that on a 5-day workshop that we held both at St. Paul and also at the University of Nairobi, it was so impactful for them. Yeah. Most of these children, let me call them children, students, had never done coding before because they had the mentality that coding is something so hard, easy vitu za computer. But when they actually joined, they found it very easy, very interactive. And most of them actually were asking us, when are you coming back? We need a second workshop for this. Now the intermediate, because of course we started with the basic level. But it was so interactive, it was so impactful. And 2024, I can't wait for us to go back to these universities and many other universities around Nairobi, around Kenya. Any counties, we are very open to collaborating with universities and bringing this impact to them. Aside from that, something I'm also proud of, wacha niseme mimi mwenyewe, mimi kama Cheryl.
Wacha hii tusikie.
We were able to create a curriculum
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Yeah.
We were-
Yes.
And we did it under so much pressure, but we did it so well.
Yeah.
We just had 4 days to create a curriculum. And luckily, we were also able to digitize this now. Sir Ignatius,
Yeah.
the man behind it.
The man behind the
Yes.
by the way, how was
Okay.
it?
How
Yeah.
was it?
I first of all, let me just to give some context to our listeners. We've been having our e-learning platform for over 5 years plus, being utilized by our beneficiaries out there, and we've had impact to around 200,000 plus beneficiaries who've learned through the same platform, and it has really transformed their lives.
Yeah.
So as we moved to 2023 and our creation and creating of the new curriculum, as Cheryl is sharing, we also took time. We curated in order just to do fresh updates to those curriculum. And we went to the extent of now recording the videos of those curriculum and uploading them afresh. Whatever we were doing at that level was revamping what we have.
Yeah.
We've seen the impact that this platform has done to the entire society. So we saw the need of making or just improving whatever we have there. And I wouldn't like to forget the hand of our creative people behind this. They were really up to the task, and I appreciate you guys. We can give them a digital clap.
Digital clap.
Lakini Iano asijisikie sabuni. But you did a good job. You guys did a very good job, because they are always there. Whenever we requested a few changes here and there, they really worked.
I was actually in a meeting with ICTA just last week.
Yes.
And we did a brief showcase of the platform. And they're very excited about not just the quality of the videos, but also the content that's out there. So at least it's important to note that the industry is out there actually took a lot of the work that we did.
Great. Yeah. So I was in the leading role within that area with my technical skills, and I appreciate everyone who came on board to help us do that. And I know we are releasing the new platform soon, so that everyone can continue learning and we can continue touching more lives out there.
New and improved. Kweli 2024 ni hiyo mwaka.
Ni
hiyo mwaka.
Hata sisi by the way tungetoa ngoma yetu.
Enough. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Tafadhali.
Production beat.
Ni nini?
Tafuta beat alafu tuende pre-production plans.
Sisi tafuta beat na Ken ako pale.
Don't go there.
By the way, hapo umeongea sense. Naona hiyo sense. But kudos Ignatius, that was the process wasn't easy, I'll say that. Hata mimi nilikuwa na kuona tu kando ndio maana ulikuwa na stress mingi venye tulikuwa tunamaliza mwaka. But it was worth it, and you did an amazing job. So mimi nakupea digital. So being production team yetu haikuachwa nyuma. In 2023 you were able to, let me say, attend and be a part of a very important workshop. It was when mid I remember it was around May.
March?
May.
It was May.
It was in May.
Okay.
For about 4 days, we were able to be part of the UK Dub Open Day workshop. And the production team actually left a huge impact. Nakumbuka venye tulikuwa tunamaliza, there was someone who was saying, na huyo kijana wa Rasta, mwenye alikuwa anachukua mavideo na mafoto, ameenda wapi? He was doing such a good job. So you guys left a very big impact. And I just want to know from you guys, like, how was that experience? How did you feel? Because kulikuwa na watu wakubwa kwa hiyo workshop. So how did you guys feel? Ken, maybe you can let us know, then we can pan it here.
Okay. During that workshop, I got a lot that we learned, especially during that the process of documenting and being in the midst of venye umesema, those big people wenye walikuwa hapo. watu na moyo wenye wako na majina
Mm.
wachana na saa Ignatius.
Bwana, hii jina yangu si rahisi.
Kulikuwa na engineer,
Director.
director.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Being among those people, personally, I felt so good and inspired, especially listening to them. You know what, Asisi, we don't just take picture na kupiga tu video. Pia si tunasikizanga tu maneno, inspiration.
Yeah.
Grab something that, you know, this will help me somewhere.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So it was good. Umesema tuliwakilisha
Kabisa.
katoa picha kuwalete.
Venye
Yeah.
inafaa.
Yeah.
Kuwalete.
Yeah. The photos, by the way, venye uliziweka Facebook and IG, yeah, they're getting a lot of likes, a lot of interaction. So
Awesome.
yeah, the quality was definitely up there.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Yes.
Ian, what was your experience?
Yeah, the experience was better, new experience, I can say. Meeting new people also and engaging with them. And on our side, we did our best to try to make sure all our messages and everything are well taken. The few days interacted with huge people, big people. It was such an awesome experience. And knowing even in another event like that, mtu pia anajua venye pia anakam ana interact kujipanga, you know, when you meet such people around, you network. So it was a great opportunity to start, and I know as we continue working as the Glow Space production, we'll be going out on such huge events, and the next time we are there also we'll work on the networking and
Kuweka jina out there.
putting our name outside.
Yeah, but I'd say you did very well and left such a huge impact. And I'd say proud, very proud. Kama mtu wa Grey Space, mtu wa Arquict, I'm very proud. You guys did an amazing job.
And so even just before you go forward,
No problem.
So anybody who's listening to us making fun of the fact that mlikuwa mnatoa podcast moja alafu mnakaa, this is what guys were doing.
Yes.
It was so many different activities put together. I know Cheryl, you are championing a lot in your role as communication, the production team, us in the technical team. So yeah, that's what we were doing, so that mtu asikuja asema ati na nyinyi ni episode moja afu mna disappear. No. We have jobs. And we have to take care of them as well. But going into 2024, as I'm sure Cheryl will allude to when time comes, we've planned a lot, and hopefully we'll be able to put together and share with you guys.
Yes.
Just one quick one, Cheryl.
Go ahead.
You know, in digitizing our platform, I want to also say that it was recognized, as Thomas said, and also we were approached by another organization and even digitized their platform. For us, that was a plus. And even institutions out there, if you're interested, come. We'll help you have very creative content, and also something that can help your learners really transition and get the skills.
Yes. Good job. I'd say 2023 was very impactful. We learned a lot. And just kidogo tu, before I even move. Mofu. Ukisi imenikaba.
Kunywa maji.
Nikunywe maji. Wacha nikunywe. Ukisika haki.
You are making me spill out on myself. Sorry, just continue.
Hiyo bwana utatoa.
Lazima ikue.
Hiyo accent ya Kikisi imekuja nikaa. Nilipoteza.
Sawa.
So before we move forward, I'd just like everyone to just kidogo to just a few minutes just talk about lessons that you learned and what you're bringing forward into 2024. From all that we went through in 2023, the good, the bad, personal, work. Just kidogo tu mtuambie kidogo what you're bringing, what has changed your perspective in, be it in work, relationships, friendships, anything. So maybe we can start with you, Tom.
For me, it's just the importance of unity. and diversity within that. I think that's something that imekana mimi for a while now. As we were closing, I looked at it from the point of view of how can we be able to have the entire team buy into this idea of content creation and also feel confident enough to where they can share their ideas and have them be developed to where they're in front of the camera. So, I really feel that that's something that's very, very important. That's a key lesson that I learned through various circumstances here and there. And that's what I'm carrying with going into 2024, making sure that we're all unified as a team and also providing a space where every single person, whether it's Ian, Ken, you, Cheryl, Iglesias, Grace, who's not here with us today, everybody feels confident enough to just create.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will be something that I'm carrying with going
I
into
like
2024.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
And what about you, Ignatius?
To me, there's one key lesson I learned last year. And as we commenced by recognizing that people are really into things and we got tired. But what I carried along with me is the positive spirit and positive mindset of carry on, push it, because there is that tipping point just within the next 1 or 2 seconds. You get to it. If you give up so quickly, you won't reach to it. You won't achieve whatever you want. Because I saw towards the last quarter of the year, people are more like, hey, boss, I really can't get. But if you just give yourself, take a deep breath and push it one more last time, you'll get to where you want it to. Yes.
Iano? Unapeleka nini na wewe 2024?
2023, when as I bring it up kwanza 2022 vile nilikamuka kwanza on the work side, because ilikuwa like from half the year nikakoma in 2023, at least nikasema nimecomplete a journey na workspace environment, nikakamia. So kwa hiyo workspace environment, what I'm carrying is that nime experience so much different people around me, and sijapata workplace kai actually, and having a workplace to work daily una come sikuanga in that space. So organization enye tuko nao Akwich and Graceways pia ndani nime experience iko so in a inclusivity, you can say, where people are valued, treated the same. The environment is a safe space, and I actually love that, and I just want the way I'm experiencing here to continue, and personally I'm carrying that so that nikendata mahali I just practice my inclusivity all around, because you don't know anybody mwenye una meet na yeye ama but naye outside here. So be humble and practice the inclusivity, you can say, and let's move forward with 2024. It was strong and well motivated.
Nice.
Right.
That inclusivity point is very important. Yeah.
What about you, Ken?
For me, 2023, it was quite a year. Because first of all, it was a year, just like Ian, I've been out there, say like a decade, a freelance space. And then now coming to this new space where you report to job daily. At first, ilikuwa ngumu. Switch. But in freelance, time unataka cause job, kuna time umeipangia. Now this new space, like you have to report here by 8 ushafika.
Yeah, true.
First, it was kind of hard. And as I'll echo what Ian have said, I'm grateful, by the way, because when I came here, this space, the environment that you're given, the environment, at first nilikuwa na doubt. I was like, nitaweza kweli?
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was. Because switching from freelance yenye umezoea wende unajicontrol, now coming to this space yenye you are there daily. At first nilikuwa na doubt. I even gave myself some time. I told myself, I give myself 2 months. Doesn't work, just have to tell them it's not working. But then, as Ian have said, this environment, as in, I'm grateful to the whole Aquit staffs and everyone
Mhm.
ni wote as in make hii environment ikakuwa friendly.
Yeah.
Unajua kuna place unaweza enda kuwako una feel
Hapa ni
ile
wapi?
place siwezi.
Yes.
And the positive thing that I took with me that I'm going to carry with me to 2024 is just be ready to learn, be open to learn, because like I've said, coming to this space, mi nimezoea kudeal na watu wama shoot na makamera patana kina Ignatius pale na malaptop. So be ready to learn and to experience new things and you will grow. When you are ready to learn and be open to learning, utagrow sana. Because for me, by the weirdly nimegrow to an extent siku hizi hadi na challenge watu wa tech.
Nice.
Nao pale.
As you should.
Unamwambia karibu mwambie materms zingine ashinde. Zimekuacha unashikashikana na maspika.
Umeingia saa ngapi?
So that's what I'll take with me to 2024. Be ready to learn and each and every day live it like it's your last, because you never know about tomorrow. Because 2023 kulikuwa na ma RIP mingi nilikuwa naona za some people I know. So yes, good.
Just there's something you mentioned there that I think resonates with me a lot, and that's taking advantage. This life as we know it, I think is very weird. You can make plans and properly articulate them in front of a few people, whether it's a meeting with family or even your immediate bosses. But the thing I love about this team is that eventually we try as much as we can to execute. And as long as we keep that same sort of energy. Because 2023 is amazing. Nothing is guaranteed in 2024. The best we can do is plan and execute when we can. Learn from our different challenges. We don't like calling them failures. We just learn from our different challenges and just remember to stay together. This is a small team here at Grey Space, but as you can see, ni watu wenye wanafanya kazi pamoja.
Team kubwa.
Nice. And I liked hearing all that. And it's very motivating to know what people are thinking and how they feel, especially as we're working as such a close team. And it's very encouraging, and I hope it encourages someone out there, one of our listeners. But aside from that, as we're moving into 2024, we have new things. Watu walienda back to the drawing board. You know, after the holiday, after Nini, after year 2023. But then, in 2023, we had that graduation. Ilikuwa 2023?
Hey, it was actually our very first activity.
2023 in January.
Imagine. Now that I think about it, it was quite a long year.
Also, the attendance was good.
It was good. And that was the first big, let me say, production the Grey Space team had.
So we started working straight from the second week.
Exactly.
The second week of January.
Yes.
Hadi December, it was non-stop.
Tulikuwa kwa ground. So for 2024, I'd say as Grey Space, what we're bringing is going to be different, exciting. New year, new things. New year, new season. Watu wapya. Vitu what?
Vindu vishenjana.
Bas, hiyo, bas.
Sijui kama nimeileta vizuri.
Ameisema vizuri tu.
Vindu vichenjanga. Vindu vihapenanga.
Umejaa huko. Hallelujah, bwana. But it is so exciting. We've decided to make some changes, and of course they're good. And for me, I'm excited. I'm very excited. Ata I'm at the edge of my seat. Unaona? I'm at the edge of my seat, guys. Because it's so exciting. Tom, please make these people also excited.
So thank you, Cheryl. I think for us, it's worth noting, first of all, that we really appreciated the small community that we created in the lead series. I think we fell in love with the fact that people felt inspired by the stories that we were telling. But going into 2024, we sat down and said, okay, we have a podcast that is focusing on tech and how it's impacting the socioeconomic landscape. But we need to make it more consistent. We need to make it more appealing to the general public and make it more accessible. And so we looked at the structure of the podcast, obviously. It said, what can we be able to add to, including the interviews that
Yes. Yeah.
what can we be able to add to be able to provide a platform where information and knowledge is being shared more consistently. And so, within your space tulikaa chini, tukasema, so in addition to interviews, which we'll still maintain, we'll create a broadcasting angle of the podcast, where, for example, we'll have a new segment called Stand Innovation.
And that's my favorite,
the
actually,
Stand Innovation segment.
Yes.
And I think the idea behind that is just to celebrate women and youth in Kenya and the East African region who are making contributions, meaningful contributions to the world of ICT. It can be through improved livelihoods, education, advocacy, whatever space we all exist in. Our job will be to ensure that to our spotlight, we acknowledge and we celebrate them, because that's how we make sure that as a region,
we are growing together.
Yeah, so that's something that I'm very excited about, because again, that's how some of us got into technologies, by seeing people who look like us actually achieving something. Then we have the weekly news segment. So the idea behind this is just to connect people to the global space in terms of what's happening. We've seen there's a lot of exciting stuff around AI, around VR, augmented reality. And so our thinking is just using that now to be able to access this information and knowledge and unpack it in a way that common mwananchi anaweza elewa.
Tom, when you mentioned that, I can remember there's a time we had a very nice interview with one of our former colleagues here. And the way he unpacked cloud computing, I think it's what really inspired us coming up with this also the segment itself, because it's good that we give that knowledge out there, let people understand and know how to transition from one technology to the other.
Yeah, so it's covering, it's broadcasting, but with the point of view of, we want to unpack this tech for you. We want to talk to you about what's happening. Even within, for example, the cyberspace, we've seen a lot of developments, but also a lot of risk and concerns around security that we believe we can be able to share our information, knowledge, and also just provide a platform where they can learn from other people that are doing big things within that space. So it's a news broadcast space, but from the point of view of, we want to make sure people are learning as much as they can. Then we have the deep dive, which deep dive is a bit controversial, because I think that's why you'll hear some of the more, stranger takes around technology. But again, same principle. We just want to go into that space as well, and now properly unpack some of the trending topics around technology. So mwana hizi vitu tunapitia, like here in Kenya, we're talking about cyber security, cyber hygiene, the importance of kind of monitoring your digital footprint and things like that. So some of these terms we just throw around thinking that watu wanaelewa, but as you saw when we are dealing with the campus students, start talking about digital footprints. That's the first time they've heard of it, and they have a followership of around, I think, 150 people following them, and they don't know what a digital footprint is. So that, in a nutshell, is why the deep dive segment is so important, because we want to move away from this idea of throwing big words and just letting them hang there without any sort of context. It's about taking a topic that you're passionate about, kuichambua vizuri, kuhakikisha that watu wanaelewa, and then with that, hope that they can be able to spark a conversation out there around how we can be able to integrate it or even work with it as we continue to grow as a digital economy. So that can take shape in different ways. So we have the monologue segment or the monologue approach, where you have the co-hosts basically sharing their different takes around technology. We have interviews as well. we'll be able to talk to industry experts and professionals around some of the things that they're doing within the space of technology. And then finally, we have learning events.
Yeah.
So we'll turn Grey Space Studio into a class, where we sit down and listen to these guys talk to us about some of the interesting things around, even things like IoT, for example.
Yes.
A lot of stuff around machine learning and the sensors technology that I'm sure guys would want to learn if they get the opportunity to do so. Yeah. So the idea is to have all of that come in addition to the interviews. And this is why I think it's very, very important to state, to now go into a weekly broadcast. We want to make sure that we release this on a weekly basis without fail, so that we can be able to spark this conversation in a more efficient and organic manner. Yeah, and this on lead series alone, there's a lot of stuff around Grey Space that I'm sure guys can be able to share. But that's in terms of the structure of the podcast, that's what we're looking at. And in terms of releasing those, that's the sort of schedule to focus on. Yeah, going into 2024.
Mimi nimekuwa nikisikiza Tom ni kama siku hata kwa hiyo planning meeting. Ni kama siku hapo na yeye tukitengeneza hizi vitu, because it's so interesting and so intriguing. So actually hearing it again actually gets someone excited all over again. So for 2024, I hope you guys are as excited as I am. Kikisi nataka kutokea tena. Anyway, guys, I have been waiting to tell you guys about all this, what we have in store for 2024. And kazi kwetu. Wacha niseme tu hivyo, kazi kwetu. It won't be easy, but for me, I feel that's the fun part. Actually,
that's true.
For it not being easy, that's the fun part. Doing all this research, getting all this information. As ourselves, we are learning as we go, and we also want to share this knowledge with you guys as well. And it's actually a new thing that we are doing. So I hope and pray all will be well. But we will do our best, guys. Msitu doubt this time. Weekly.
This time at let down.
Itabidi we put our foot down and actually be consistent about it. But so I think that brings us to the end of this amazing episode. It has been fun. It has been enjoyable.
Thank you, Cheryl, for at least the first time now showing up on camera. So
hopefully many more. Many more niache kukua, behind the scenes. Actually, for me, sijui hata mbona mjaniuliza what I'm bringing into 2024, by the way. Mbona mjaniuliza?
I think you are a package. Tuende haya tuambie.
Tuambie behind the scenes and in front of camera. What are your plans?
What are your plans?
For me, I'd say it's getting out of my box, because hata kama mnajua, I'm a very shy person by this. Kwangi na maneno mingi. I'm very shy. Igi, why are you looking at me like that?
Unapenda kufokozana?
But in front of camera, I'm actually very, very shy. So this is me coming out of my box, and I feel like this is my first step. And actually, what I want to share with you guys and also the people listening is just giving yourself grace. Grace for anything that comes your way, good or bad. Whether you've done something, umefanya job na ikutokea venye ulikuwa unataka, the impact or what you're expecting to come back, it didn't happen. Just give yourself grace. And also to add on what Ignatius said, just take it one day at a time. It's never that serious, but sometimes it is. It's never that serious, but sometimes it is.
If there was a quote for 2024.
Yes, that's the quote. That's the quote, actually.
That would be the one.
It's never that serious, but sometimes it is. And I feel like 2024 will be different for myself and for us as a team. And we'll be able to make that impact that we want. And I feel like it'll be a very good year. I have a very good feeling, Msitu doubt, guys. So that brings us to the end of this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves.
This
production team.
Kabisa.
Venye inafaa.
This was different. I think, Cheryl, the good thing about you hosting is that you allow us to be comfortable in our own skills. So,
Feel free, feel free, man. Usijifunge.
Yeah, that's true.
So guys, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. For our new listeners, thank you so much for giving us this opportunity to actually talk to you behind this camera, through this camera, behind, through, in front of. Kiingereza ngumu ilikuja na meli. But we are so thankful, guys. Yeah. Our social medias are on the description below. Don't forget to go and interact with us on our socials. We are always there. We are always posting. We have quotes that are posted every day. Ian?
Ziko, see?
Ian? Ziko?
We haven't seen a few.
It was just quotes.
One at a time. But yes, guys, hopefully you'll see more of me and more of us.
Yeah.
And one day, tutaweka production team ao pia wakae hapa mbele waonge.
Actually, I was also thinking of
Sindio?
Yeah. Actually, with the tech tracks, vituka hizo, wakuja hata watuonyeshe hizi devices.
Siken amesema ameanza kujifunza tech.
Tunataka hizi zenye wanatumia.
Easy? Bas. You see, guys, so much more in store. Stay tuned. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.